Sweetest thing I've ever known was like the kiss on the collarbone, the soft caress of happiness.
Hi people, so we back at it again with another video. Oh my god, that sounds so cringe. I feel like I need like my own little catchphrase to say, but what can I even say? Like, hello, it's the nails plug and you've been plugged today. Like, it just sounds weird. But anyways, today I had in my giveaway winner because I decided to offer somebody a free set of nails because, you know, everyone's been going through it with all this corona stuff, so I was like, I might as well do something nice. And it was actually really good because she liked length that was like a little bit long, because most people that come, they get their nails like half of this length, so I was really hype about it. If you click in the description box, then I've put in the links for everything that I use, like my nail clippers, my nail tips, all of that. I'm using like some extra long nail tips, and there's not a link to them yet because I'm actually going to be selling them myself, so just watch out for them. But they're like so easy to use. They're literally like pre-done coffin shaped, and I just love that about them. And now I'm just going into like buff my nails off because I don't know why, but when you like buff off the nail tip, I feel like it just reveals the shape a lot easier. Maybe because it's clear, it just makes it more obvious. If you're like a real supporter and you've been watching my nails videos from on my main channel, Cooking Up a Storm, then you'll know that this is how I get my sharp shape. Because instead of just going in with the file straight away, I use a fine bit on a like medium speed, maybe like 5,000, or a coarse bit on a slow speed like 3,000, and then I use that along the edges of the nail tip to like slim it down, and that just makes it skinny and it saves a lot of filing time, because using a hand file all the time is very tiring on your hand. Like, I get sick of it, so that's what I do. And then I'm going in with this dark blue color first, and I'm going to do like a 3-color ombre, as you saw at the beginning. I definitely was using 2 wet beads now, but this video is from like a month or 2 ago, and I feel like my application and my bead consistency is improving, because, you know, when you're always practicing, you always get better, and I can see my mistakes that I'm making in this video. This video is also before I did my desk renovation, so this is giving you guys the opportunity to see how like crusty and dusty my old desk was. I literally got this for £10 off of Gumtree. But in the next video, I'm going to be showing you how I renovated it, just to give my room like more of a, you know, like a classy feeling, because I want people to come and get their nails done, and like I don't want them to feel like, oh my god, like this is so trampy. Like, I want it to be a luxury experience, especially once I get my nail room finished. So when I did my ombre, I like to do like a little small bead to kind of start off the blend first, and then I go in with a bigger bead. But sometimes it's so annoying, like as you saw me just pulling something out of the acrylic before on the pinky, it's because some fluff had managed to get into my liquid or in my powder, so then I couldn't have it just drying into the acrylic like that, because that would literally drive me mad. And now I'm using, I know that this is Tinkerbell cover because that's basically like the only color I use to ombre. I love it so much. I feel like it's like the perfect pink for like, you know, like white people, and then I use Peachabelle cover for darker people, like black people or tan people, because that's basically this version but just a little bit more peachy, and I feel like they're just like the perfect ombre colors, like for pink and whites. I love it. So if you're watching this, I like you still tuned in on everything. Please can you comment some blue heart emojis below to represent these bomb ass blue nails. I was really proud of this set because, you know, like this was a freestyle. It still took me about 3-4 hours or something, but like, you know, I feel like if they're good nails, you might as well sit take your time with them so that they can last a long time. And can you just comment below and tell me like why you're watching this channel? Like, do you want to become a nail tech, or do you just find these kind of videos satisfying? I am self-taught, and all of the things that I know I've learned from YouTube, so that's why I wanted to start this channel. But I explained that all in my first video about why I started my nails channel, and I'm really glad that you all seem to enjoy it and like were liking and commenting on it. Like, I really appreciate that. Period. Make sure you follow my Instagram at the nails plug, and my main Instagram, if you want to see like some selfies, is storm_henry. I've literally just done, so what day is it today? It's the 21st of October. It's literally my 20th birthday in 10 days. And I've done some amazing nails on myself. Like, I've literally outdone myself. These are my favourite nails ever. And I did record the whole process, so that video will be coming out soon. But I've literally got about 20 sets that are backed up on my phone. Like, I've got a 512 gig phone, and it is full of just nails videos. So I need to edit them and get them gone, because my phone storage is literally like, is being taken over. I've only got 100 gig left. So you may or may not I can't even talk, but you may or may not know, but when you do a design, basically when I do any design, I normally encapsulate it with clear so that I can like build up the strength with the apex. And this is kind of good if you're like maybe struggling to buy nail supplies, because they are really expensive. Colored acrylic is like £5 to £8 a pot, but clear acrylic is like £10, but that's for like a 100-gram tub. So if you want, you can do your nails and do a thin layer of color like with your design, and then build up your apex with the clear, so that's where the strength is coming from. And if you don't know what apex is, that basically means if you press on your finger, you can see that there's kind of like not a line will come up, but you'll kind of see where it where there's a mark. I can't really explain, but basically that's where your apex needs to be, because that's where the strength of the nail comes from. So if you hit your nail, it's not going to absolutely just ping off. Like, it's going to have that strength there so it can kind of absorb the impact. But obviously it's not like absolutely foolproof. Like, if you keep hitting it, your nail can come off, and it all does depend on how you care for them. But that's like basically what apex means and why you need one. So like, if you're thinking like, oh my god, the nails are so thick, like, no, it's just the apex. But obviously to have an apex, your nail doesn't need to be mad thick, and that doesn't mean to just bulk on the acrylic, because that will also make them pop off. It's a very like thin balance. But if you just research into it and watch more of my videos, I'll explain it more. So with this set, I wasn't completely happy with how the apex is, especially watching back this video. But it's hard because when you're doing nails, like from the angle I was sat at, they looked perfect, but you really need to turn a hand around and look at it from different views. Like, look from the side, look from the top, look from the bottom, look from every single angle you can think of. Because if you don't see that round perfect apex, like I'm gonna put in an example picture of the newest set that I just did, then the nails are finished. But they did still last, I think, about 2 or 3 weeks. And I did actually ask her to take like progress pictures for me, because obviously I was doing her nails for free, but then she didn't take any pictures. So that was kind of disappointing, because it was like, I don't know, I don't think people realize how expensive nail supplies are. Like, I've definitely spent over £400-500 just to get all my stuff together, like my desk. I know I said that was only £10, but it's like, every time I do an order on glitter bells just to get colours, I spend at least £50 just to get free shipping. And it's like that £50 can so easily turn into £100 or £80. So it's like, I don't think people understand. Like, they're like, oh yeah, she's just got the powders and she can use them more and more. But it's like, yeah, but do you know all the like work I had to do just to be able to afford them powders? So it's just like, when you're like becoming a nail tech and you want to do really discounted sets or maybe free sets, just make sure, maybe even write up a contract so yeah, just maybe like write up a contract and just state your terms, like I want progress pictures for every few days, I want like this and this, and then if they don't agree to it, like then just pick somebody else, because obviously there's not really anything scary about signing a contract. Like it's like, especially if it states that you're getting your nails done for free and you just have to take pictures, like it's not difficult at all. But people definitely just take your kindness for weakness, so don't let that happen. So on this nail, I was trying to go for like a clear blue, nice little marble thing, because I feel like my marble never really comes out the way that I want it to. I think the marble that I want is like Sydney Alexis, and then the one that I do is just my own style. But marble is so random because you literally just swirl in the brush anywhere. Like everybody's marble is always going to be different, and it's just getting different techniques. If you don't watch Sydney Alexis, then you definitely need to go and see her channel, because she's taught me a lot as well. Sorry I'm not talking so much, I'm just like letting you watch and do your thing, because I feel like normally when I'm watching these types of videos, I'm like practicing on my practice hand or doing my own set or something. So I feel like sometimes it's like, can this bitch just shut up? Like, so I don't want to like talk too much and then bother you like that. So yeah, like I'm just basically doing the same thing. Nothing's really going to change until I get to the pink fingers, and then I'm going to file them so that it's got like a sharp V cut, and then I'm going to fill them in with similar colours that are going with like the little colour palette that I'm going for. I'm just encapsulating this one. In this brush that I'm using, right, this brush has held me down. I've definitely had it for like, I'm going to have to check exactly how long for, and then I'm going to add it in as like some text, but I've had it for so long, and I've literally left acrylic stuck in it, everything, and it has held me down. It's literally just off of eBay or Amazon or something. It was well cheap, so I'm going to put the link. Make sure you shop with cashback, because that is like how I can afford to do nails and get my supplies cheaper. So yeah, just remember. I think one important tip if you're trying to do nails like this, like the V tip or like the side cut type nails, when you so you saw me do the pink bit, and then I kind of shaped it so that diagonal cut was like already made out of it, and then I just used my file so that that side was sharper. But then when you fill it in with the colour, because this is basically a colour blocking technique, you have to make sure that the colour that you're filling it in with fills in all of the gaps exactly, because you're going to do a lot of filing over it. So when you look at it, you have to look at it from the side and stuff as well, and make sure that it's got no dips in it, because when you start filing, all the colour will just fling away, and then it'll just have holes, and then you'll have to go in and do more filling and more filing. It is already a really time consuming type process, so just make sure you do that first so you don't have to do it again. And then I was just adding some more clear to that pinky because the apex wasn't there. I wish I'd added more clear to this pinky as well because I feel like this one's just looking very flat. I hope you are like kind of enjoying this music. I know it's not really like the best, but if I could just add all the good songs off my playlist, then I would. But you know how YouTube are with their copyright stuff. This is literally just like songs off of like lo-fi playlists, or is it lo-fi? I don't really know, but whatever it is songs off of there. So I'm just trying to make it like a little chill vibe because sometimes I'll be watching nail videos and the music is like, it's as bad as Chloe Ting. If you've ever done a Chloe Ting workout, then you know, but the music be like, dun, 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 like just mad aggressive. So I was trying to just avoid that type of vibe. So that bit that I was using, I can't remember the exact what is it? I can't remember the exact material that it's made out of, but it's one that's definitely for acrylic, and it's just so good. Like, I love the shape of it because it's like a barrel triangle type shape. You can just proper get into the cuticle and just slim it down, so it's just like, yeah, it makes it even more sealed. And then this bit that I'm using, I don't use this bit anymore because it's like extra coarse, so it took away a lot of the acrylic, so then I had to do a lot of filling with clear, which just made it even longer. But I basically use this bit because it's good for removing the acrylic, but now I use like a medium or a coarse type bit. I'll show you in my next video. But I was using Melody Susie, or I even just use like a extra coarse sanding band because you can never go wrong with a good sanding band. So this point is basically like my favorite part of nails because it's like reshaping, and that's why I'm always wiping down the sidewalls when I'm doing my application, because if you do that and you can just keep your shape from the beginning, then you don't have to actually do that much reshaping at the end, and then it can just be like buff and top coat. So it just makes your life easier, and it's all about shortening down your appointment time, like, and just being more efficient really. At this part, this is because I'd filed away all of the blue from the the side lines. What do you even call these type nails? Like diagonal cut? I don't even know. Triangle cut? Something weird. But then I was just encapsulating it with clear because I'd filed away so much acrylic. If you're wondering, the spray that I'm always using on the nails is a mix of alcohol and water, and that's rubbing alcohol, I mean, and it just helps get the dust away, especially when you use a brush. And then with this gel top coat, I'm just wiping down the side walls a little bit because it can kind of slide down the nails and kind of make the shape not look as sharp as it is. So that's a good little tip if you're doing like acrylics with gel polish, because that's all some people want.